So 1600 versus 1575. All right, so we got BlackPhoenix. We always joke that his specialty is Orc versus Undead, and he's from team the MonkEEs versus Philosopher, who is on, well, on Discord. I think it's Niklaus or Evil Niklaus. I don't remember which, but because he used to go by that name, and he is on whatever team they're playing, which I already forgot. Happy Hippos. Had to check. Sorry. Now, I know Niklaus took a break from the game for a little while, so he's just kind of coming back. He used to be very polished in his builds and things like that, so we'll have to see where he is now. We always joke, though, that BlackPhoenix is like Lucker in that his Orc versus Undead, it's like 200 MMR higher than anything else he does. So, we're going to have to see how this one goes. But I'm guessing CL Expo. Oh, DK. Okay. Well, that was actually stupid guess because he totally didn't get Crypt with his altar and then a Zig. So, he's going Happy Fiends, I presume. But then again, who knows? Nope, there you go. Just a little bit late on this. So, I never understood. I think this is a mistake. I don't think he went. Or did he? I don't know. I was going to say, he definitely didn't go over here and kill the critter. But he took this weird path that I didn't watch what he was doing. So, let's just see what crazy items... Okay, good. He doesn't have his item hack on. Not sub to Hitman, clearly. I want to see... He did it right so far. There you go. Good. He didn't lose either of these warriors to the Warden. Gotta always watch that. So, not the item that Mikasa wanted, but too bad. Gloves of Haste. Not bad. That'll be nice for the Lich when it comes out. And we got the tech going. We got the tech going. Pretty standard, everything considered. He's got to, there we go, start the Fiends. He's putting up his Nerub tower. He's scared of potentially harass, understandably. I didn't see the Acolyte died, but it's, never mind, it's right there. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see the purple. And this is a little daring, for sure. And by little, I mean very daring. Just because if the Orc was coming, but instead the Orc is over here, creeping a nice fat item. Good dust. Got to make sure he's not, standing right on top of you. So that's a very nice item, but look how much damage Niklaus took doing that. And that's also a very nice item. You can put that on whatever his second hero will be. Like if it's an SH. It's not the best, but it's certainly not bad at all, Makes the nuking later harder. So Niklaus was able to take that. It was a little daring, but not too daring. He did take quite a bit of damage on his DK though. And he should be building, there we go, more Fiends. On the other hand, he just built his third grunt, and this is what Phoenix loves to do, and most BMs players love to do. That was a weird, I think it just glitched from here to over here, but he's going item shopping, basically. Although this is, he's got this Acolyte here, he knows it's happening, but it's a level 3 BM, he's kind of figured this out to a level 2 DK, so he's got to be a little bit careful. now he's got a better wind walk as well. You can see it's level 2, so he's able to run around quicker and longer. And he just presumes that the undead is coming, but instead he's creeping. Oof. Sentry Ward's pretty damn nice, but he really wants, there we go. Well, that was almost bad, but he really wants level 3, obviously before anything happens. The SH is coming out, he's teching to tier 3 right away.
A player's forces are under attack.
We got his tech going, but where is, oh no. Where's his damn little acolyte? I don't see the purple, but he was sitting at 26 food, which meant, and this always happens, you can't build the Lich right away, which is unfortunate. It's slow. Now his SH is completely out. It should have been quicker. It could have been quicker. He could have been building that for quite a while. So this really kind of hampers Niklaus in that he can't really move out right now. He's scared because Hex. He doesn't know it. He you know, a lot of people do this all the time. They bring back the SH and creep somewhere over here. But he doesn't know that. And now the BM is coming in trying to cause damage. But it can't get in. This is a perfect block. So any undeads watching, this is how you can block off your base if you want to stop the BM from harassing you. So that was awesome on his part. But what I was saying is Niklaus is being careful because without a Lich, you know, without Frost Armor, 1 Hex, he's going to lose a Fiend at least. Maybe 2 Fiends. Just look at the crits. And this is without everything else being here. And I didn't even notice this. Rune Bracers, that's a huge item. You know, right now he's gotten so many tanky type of items. 150 more life. He's gotten Rune Bracers, the Ring of Protection. It's going to be hard to kill these heroes later. And can he stop getting crits? Holy crap. Niklaus is out of mana. You don't want to ever pop, you know, greater mana pot just because you got this one guy critting you to death. So it's being, again, like I said, very careful.
A player's forces are
This is going to take him a while as well. Unless he just nukes it. There we go. So he's got his orb. He is got his TC. He's got his Kodo coming out. So it's been a pretty quiet game. I think they're both somewhat happy with that. I think Niklaus is definitely a little bit behind though. He now has his orb as well. He's gotten Banshees already started. So problem is he's sitting at 35 food. The Phoenix is already up at 40. Yeah, that Kodo takes up a lot of space, but I would certainly say Phoenix is comfortably in the lead with these items. He's going into the late game feeling certainly happy with where he is.
a player's forces are
No third hero yet for Niklaus, so don't know if he intends on getting one, you know, once he can, but sitting at 40 food, doesn't have enough gold. This is, I mean, maybe this is what I do wrong, I don't know, but I normally don't get upgrades and Temple of the Dam so quick because I want to get my third hero. But maybe this is what you're supposed to be doing. I never like to sit here and say I'm right, especially when I don't do enough research to ever say I'm right. But 2 heroes against 3, and these 3 heroes are basically better than his 2 heroes. You never want to... Okay, good. He just got it. That is so important. He nuked on purpose because he needs level 2 on his Lich. And now he has Pit Lord. Alright. So this will negate some damage, but the problem is his Fiend just got eaten. I was going to say he did not want to fight before his Lich was at least level 2 because you want Nova. Frost Armor is great, but you don't want to be taking a fight when all your Lich is doing is casting Frost Armor. But he got it with that first nuke. And now he gets the creep, which is great. He has to remake that Kodo. Orcs hate remaking their damn Kodos for 2 reasons. 1, you get your Fiend back or whatever you ate. And 2, those things cost way too much gold and way too much food. So it's always nice when you can get that pick off. I thought that was going to go bad for the Undead, but he was able to pop out the Pit Lord and turn that one around. Nice item as well. But that was also a nice item. He's going to be regenerating mana for days. Or regenerating health, too. Because look how much... I mean, he almost has as much mana as he has life, which is slightly crazy. I probably... Where is it? I mean, look, TC is freaking important. I'm certainly not the one to figure this out. TC is extremely, extremely important. It's going to be on the front lines, but I don't know if this is a little bit of an overkill, especially these 3 items. You might be able to put like the Vitality or the Rune Bracers on your SH because, you know, if he gets the right nuke off on your SH, you're going to feel bad. Obviously, his 3rd hero doesn't really help with the nuking, so maybe he's fine this game, but if you're facing like a CL, I'd definitely be scared that your SH is about to get nuked. I was going to say that's a great item, but that's because I am an undead player. That is a horrible item for him because, as you can see, it does exactly what a TC does. Just not as good because TC is going to be level 4 sooner or later. So now we get to see what does he get. It's always nice to at least get it so that, you know... What the hell was that? Seal. It's a dead seal. But it's always nice to get that because then at least Niklaus doesn't get it. But still, I'm sure he's going to be very happy with this clause of 12. I didn't see this. This is interesting. It's a nice idea. You know, like your hero's going to get aimed. You might want to invis. But the problem is... Nope, he doesn't have it. I was going to say, a lot of orcs will just buy dust late game because they presume your fiends are going to be using burrow. But he doesn't have dust, so maybe this might actually come into use. The only other scary thing, possibly, and I could be wrong on this, but there is like that fade time. You know, you don't just go invis right away. There is a timer on that. So if like the BM gets a shot with the purge, I'm pretty sure it'll just purge away the invis. So... Gotta be a little bit careful. I could be wrong on that. But on this side, we got... Oh, I didn't even see that. That was very smart. He sold... Yep, he sold the other item, right? Then he went over to this shop and he bought that. It's an amazing, amazing item to have, especially as an orc. And you can buy these things from the shop at certain times, or the merchant. So people rarely at the lower levels take advantage of this. I never even look here, and I really should. They're very expensive comparatively, but I mean, come on. That's an amazing item. The problem is, though, they cost so much. He lost his Kodo earlier. We got the undead sitting at 60 food to the orcs 50. Cost so much gold. He went and got a tiny great hall that also cost so much gold, so much wood, that he's still sitting at 50 food. He's only now just breaking it with, I'm guessing, yeah, Spirit Walker. So if the undead hits like right now, before this great hall really pays for itself in about, you could say probably 600 or so gold, 700 gold of mining. That's the perfect time for the undead to hit. That is quite a few banshees though. 5 Banshees. That's 10 food right there. Banshees kind of suck at just attacking. So that is kind of wasted space, although he will be using Curse plenty, which is amazing versus an army like this where he only has one Spirit Walker for Dispel. That was a good stomp. So as you can see, you curse right away. Don't just wait for the Banshees to curse the BM. You use it right away. And it's just doing quite a few misses. There's not much to say. I'm watching that BM because, you know, that's the main damage dealer of this army. And it's getting quite a few misses. It's also getting quite a few crits, but not that many. So this was very well played by Niklaus, and it looks like he's going to take this. Unless he lets this SH die. Or, excuse me, the Lich die. There you go, the Invis. Very nice. He used the Invis real quick just to avoid the BM smacking the shit out of it, and then he healed it. And as you can see, those misses, they're critical to keeping the undead here. And this is really one of the big advantages of having the Pit Lord and the Banshees. The Pit Lord makes it so that they do all less damage. And there you go, a dead TC. It was only level 2. He really wanted to get that to at least level 3 for a better stomp, but can't even do that. But the reduced damage from the Pit Lord, and then you get, what? How many misses were there in that fight? So this is looking great, obviously, now for the undead. I'm just curious what the Orc is going to do. He's just going item shopping, alright. I was going to say, you know, buying back the TC is a little adventurous and probably not good. Thought he might be doing that for a while. So this is really just Niklaus's game. He's expanding behind this, so now he doesn't really have any reason to want to go forward, but I was going to say it might get canceled, but Phoenix is backing off, obviously. So he has no real way to lock this guy down. He does have dust, but yeah, the invul pot, can't do anything about it. It dispels curse and all that good stuff. You can't nuke him. He can win walk away right afterwards. So that was a good cancel, and it was also a good play by Phoenix. But on the bright side, it's going to be another 40 seconds until that invul pot is back. And for Niklaus, he's fine with that because now there's only one. Well, no. He died with an invul pot on him, I guess, the TC, which is unfortunate earlier. I didn't see that. But I was going to say, he would be very happy because now he has less invul pots, but he still has 2. Yeah, I'm reading what you guys are saying in chat. Yeah, I mean, he hit at like the perfect time. It was that fight was a 53 food orc. Because he made the 1 Spirit Walker because he just got his Expo with the Tiny Great Hall versus like 60 or 63 food undead. So he was just behind that whole fight, and there was only 1 Spirit Walker. And now he has only 2. Still not that great when you're considering he has 4 full health Banshees, which now have possession. 5. Alright. Seems 5 is his number. So that was another tiny Great Hall, clearly, unless I'm blind and that was going up the whole time. But yeah, so that's another like 600 gold that I'm sure he did not want to use just to get an expo up. However, he did come back with gold, food, pretty much, you know. Okay, we're moving out. So, I'm not really, I don't know. The anti-magic shield really doesn't do much for you, too much. It's not like you're going to be nuked. But he didn't use it on everything, so at least there's that. So each of them have 2 invul pots. The SH doesn't have one though, so he's got to be careful with that. So this is why I was saying I'm not exactly a fan of the anti-magic shield, just because when you stomp, you still, you know, you get stunned. It doesn't do damage, but you get stunned. All these misses, look at this. TC is down again, and this is looking alright. Although you should really be watching out for these Banshees being up front. He's doing a good job of making sure this stays cursed, but he's starting to lose some units here. Hopefully his... Now he's going for this, the hero aim at this point. Torrent is out. Okay, nice, death pack, but probably better to go for a fiend, but hey, not bad. And that should be game. There you go. So Niklaus just hit at the perfect point to take that game. It was just 60 food of undead versus 50-ish of BlackPhoenix, which just will never work out well. Check ups on fiends, please. Yeah, sorry, I didn't check, but I'm bad with that stuff. How the hell do I move to it? Down. I want to be an observer, please. Ah, got it. So I knew Niklaus would be good. I think he's probably better than his MMR is right now. I mean, like I said, he was on my team. He was on my team 1 or 2 seasons ago. I don't remember when. And he's definitely solid. And you saw it there. Because Phoenix takes out like 1800 MMR. Undead's plenty. So we got LR. I mean, he could try and do something different, like Crypt Fiend, or not Crypt Fiend, Crypt Lord, but I don't think so. I think he's going to stick with what he knows, and clearly he's not going for a fast expo or anything. So, Phoenix loves this map, I feel like. I always see it. Or, I don't know if he loves it. I mean, it is just a standard map for a lot of games. Like, no one really totally hates it. But I always feel like I always play him on this map, and his BM goes crazy, you know. But just starting here, great item. You know, I see him doing cute things like taking this. He'll go for this item. He's very good with item shopping, like he was last game as well. I think he's just a little bit overzealous getting what he did. You know, like the 50 food shop, or excuse me, the 50 food Great Hall when you got the undead with 60 food. I also don't know if his base. I mean, last game, Phoenix's plan kind of got thrown off tilt. You saw he tried to go in with his level 3 BM and harass the acolytes, and I'm guessing that's something he loves to do. While, naturally everyone loves to do that while their SH was creeping up, but he had blocked off his base perfectly. So I'm curious to see if he'll be able to block this off, but I don't know about that. We'll see. Because that could have totally screwed up Niklaus's plans, because he started doing. He wanted to go in when, like, I believe Niklaus was mid-tier, on his way to tier 3, like midway. And if he had to cancel his tech, or if he had less gold, that push for the Tiny Great Hall would not have been effective at all. Alright, so definitely a better item starting out for him. Nukes, good. It's not what you want, but when you know a BM might be coming to poke you a lot, it's not the worst either, I guess. So here we go. Now the question is, will Niklaus realize it? And no. So again, like I said, you always, whenever I play Phoenix especially, I'm always scouting these big guys. I mean, most orcs are like this, but him especially, he loves coming to the other side and getting these. 2 circlets, I guess he bought one. I didn't watch. And he doesn't know. He has no idea where he is right now. I mean, he might be over here on purpose. He might be thinking, okay, the orc's on my side, so I want to creep over here where it's safe. And that's probably what he's doing. The problem is, he's already level 2. And now he's got Wand of Illusion, so he can go scout it out. This isn't the greatest item place to get items, but it's also a pain in the ass, because all you get is that. Which is alright when you only have 41 mana, but still. I think this is definitely better for Phoenix at the moment.
A player's forces are under attack.
Phoenix still has this that he can take for another item, but I think instead he wants to push away the undead first. Give himself some space to do it. He's also in trouble again in that he's about to hit tier 3. Good, he's going to suicide. Good. Do it. That was one thing I had noticed with Niklaus earlier. He sat at 26 out of 30 food, and then he couldn't make his lich. He had to suicide his acolyte, but it was a little bit late suiciding it. Alright, let's see what ridiculous item he's going to get for his BM on top of all this other crap. That's not a ridiculous item for his BM, so there you go. Alright, so he's getting a slaughterhouse before going tier 3. Can't make anything out of it anytime soon. He's got to get another Zig, or he's got to start teching.
A player's forces are under attack.
No problem, Breezy. I like casting these, even though I know I'm boring as shit, but, like, analytically, I was looking at more so from my player's point of view, Philip, just because I wanted to help him out, after the fact, but those were some fun and interesting games. I thought he was going to hold that. I thought we were going game 3 that last time, but you were able to pull it out. So, now we got his level 3 BM. Not enough life. He's got to go back. He's got to get some healing salves or something before he can go effectively harass. This is one scary point I always think for most orcs, but specifically Phoenix and Lucker, a lot of games I feel like they lose just when they're trying to be annoying with their BM. You know, they get a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too cocky, try and like steal a creep when they have like no mana and no TP because they sold it, and they end up dying. But he's just trying to go for the acolytes, and he's not. Can't. See, if this had been like an open base, that could have sucked.
A player's forces are under attack.
So this is great for Niklaus. He's happy. I mean, he really wants that level 3, obviously, but Phoenix is not annoying him at all. It's great. The one Wyvern is a little bit interesting. You normally don't see it this early. I don't know if he's just trying to force web because he doesn't have the wood. Usually you do see like a Wyvern later, like you see mass Wyvern if they get like the Expo up, because then they can just outmass and outvalue. But sometimes you'll see 1 or 2 Wyverns later just to make the undead by web, and it takes a little bit of time as well. Sometimes you can get something out of it. We got the Temple of the Damned coming up before Tier 3 again, so I have a feeling Niklaus is going to do the exact same hit he did last time. You know, he creeps up a little bit, gets level 2, gets his orb. Then he's going to go middle, get his Pit Lord, and probably try and shut the orc down right when he's getting probably his tiny Great Hall up, if he does the same thing he did last time. Which he's not. He's already actually getting good. So he came in, he saw this Temple of the Damned, I believe, so he knew he better get Dispel this time, because last time he tried to get the Expo up before getting Dispel, and that was his ruins. So this time he's being more conservative. Got level 3 SH, that's a huge power spike, and that's always a nice item for the BM.
A town is under siege.
Let's see if it's an aura. It is, not the aura he wants though, but you can always sell it. It's nice gold. So we got 3/3/1 heroes. No Expo this time at all.
A player's forces are under
Versus 3/2 heroes. If he is going to buy his Pit Lord, he can't build anything else. So we're going to have to see on that. This fight is going to have just one Banshee in it, it seems. Because he is getting the Pit Lord now. And the item, this is not the greatest item. No, not at all. It's alright for the TC, you know, you get some strength, you get some more intelligence, you can do more stomps and be a little bit beefier. But obviously you're always looking for those auras. He sells his aura because that aura sucks for what he's doing. Got the Pit Lord. One Banshee, put Frost Armor on it because it's just like the statues where the BM comes looking for you, he just aims those. And a Banshee is even easier to kill. Okay, so this time he's getting the Sack Pit. There's no way he's getting Frostworms, so that's got to be just so that he can stop building or buying dust. You know, you get 1 shade, 2 shades, run around. So both of them didn't get really the items that they were hoping for out of all of this. But we got the Creepjack. He does not have web, so he's just TPing out. I mean, you would want to TP either way. He just got level 3, which is great. He got the item. There's nothing left, and he has no idea what's coming at him. He did see the 1 Wind Rider for sure, which should scare him right away because there might be more Wind Riders, and he, I'm presuming, still doesn't have web. But I could be wrong. I'm waiting just because if he was going to build it, it'd be soon.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think he's creeping with his BM through all this just because he's so close to level 4. He wants that, you know, more crit, maximum crit. You know, I said his downfall last time was that he didn't get any dispel. Well, he hasn't gotten any dispel.
A player's forces are under attack.
There we go. I guess he was just sitting at 50 food for a little while and didn't feel like there was going to be a push coming. Which he was right. It's only one Banshee, but it's a little bit cocky. So he's going to be hoping to get something like a 500 pot or whatever. Just stole mana. Okay, that was a little bit interesting. He used the item, the Wand of Mana Stealing, to steal mana from the creep. That's an amazing item. Sometimes you get like a Book of the Dead, which versus what he's doing, not so bad because I don't think he really wants to make destroyers, but yeah, Ankh is 20 times better. Ankh, I don't know. I say all these things in my head for 15 years and I never hear anyone else say them. I played Warcraft when there was no freaking streaming. So I have way too many wrong ways of saying things. And then I listened to Ark and now I think Last Refugee instead of Last Refuge. Okay, good. I was going to say, I don't know if you forgot those. That could be crazy. So we got one Banshee. It's definitely going slower this game. 58 food to 64, so the numbers have basically reversed this time. Ark, I mean, I think it's pronounced Last Refugee. It sounds a lot better than Last Refuge. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I mean. I don't know. Ankh or Ankh or what? 15-year-old me came up with a way of saying it that made sense to me, and that's how I went with it, and I don't give a shit.
A player's forces are under
Back to Warcraft's probably said it about 20 times. I've just never listened. And by 20, I mean probably 20 times a day because they cast so much. I know refugee and refuge are different words, but if you watched, you know, any of the old casts with Grommers and Ark, it was always laughed. He had a few ways of saying things. I should probably stop and talk about the fight. So that was a real nice stomp in the middle of everything. He's not eating anything with these Kodos, so while they do some damage, or give some damage, it's not doing much else. So this is looking pretty okay, and by pretty okay, I mean awesome for Niklaus so far. You can see the misses on this just keep coming, keep coming. He's somewhat aiming the Pit Lord, which is not doing anything. And he's healing warriors just in the middle of everything, healing everything up. This is going to be a dead SH. That was a nice, okay, he's keeping it alive. He doesn't have any more mana on the Lich, but he doesn't have any more mana on the SH either. That's a dead SH. Nice burrow back here, and the BM is just still missing. That was an unfortunate coil. He missed there. So both of them lost a ton, but this is clearly in favor of the undead. Pitlord's almost level 3. His Lich is almost level 4. Level 3 TC is always nice, but losing your SH is crazy. Can't do that. And we're sitting at, what, 43 food to 51 for Niklaus. 50 now. I guess he probably just built a Acolyte probably to Expo and decided not to do that. So he canceled it, I'm guessing. Either that or he was building a Fiend and then he switched to a Banshee, but I don't think so. I didn't even see that. I don't even know what that was about. So there is another invul pod available. Alright, so now he's got the invul pod on the TC. He puts the Ankh on the SH with a mana, potion of mana. Now he's got... Alright. So he shouldn't be dying anytime soon to Hero Nuke, but I don't think Niklaus is dumb enough to Hero Nuke. He'll wait, kill everything else, and then it'll be Dota. But in this game, his heroes aren't that bad, so he should be able to hold this off. There's nothing left to creep on the map, neither of them expo. There's actually, I think, maybe one creep left here. One of the troll trappers I don't think they ever killed, which... Nah, he's not close enough on anything. I was going to say, if he was the Pit Lord, if he was on this side, he could probably go over there and kill it. But no.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, 1-1 upgrades, not that great, but he's looking at units right now, not upgrades. 1-0. So, now it's kind of just like a waiting game. Obviously, Phoenix doesn't want to attack into the undead, and Niklaus is taking his time, understandably. He did break 50 food, though. He's up at 60. Phoenix is sitting at... Well, not anymore. I was going to say he's sitting at 50 food, but no. 2 shades out. He knows exactly where he is, so... Pulled the ghouls, though, which usually means he's about to do some. No ghouls mining. But now they're going back, so... Usually you pull the ghouls so that you can then just, you know, have a little bit more of a buffer. But when you pull all 3, it's usually because you're about to try and end the game. So I thought something might be happening, but it doesn't look like it. He's building another Acolyte. He only has 1,000 gold left on his mine, and you can see here, same over here. So, yeah, we're not going to have just, you know, mine out your bases and run at each other. They're going to try to go for the expo. At least one of them is. I haven't seen a tiny Great Hall or anything yet, so if he does decide to extend this game, Phoenix that is, he's going to have to start long distance mining and save up some gold to build it the slow way. I say invul, not invuln. More work. But people say it both ways. I think the funniest part of watching Back to Warcraft recently is that you can see that Badu and Carson have had an effect on their like vocab. Like I think it was Badu that used to say like this is a slobber knocker or something like that, and now you hear Neo saying that. Other words like that. It's pretty funny to hear. But yeah, they all have different ways of saying things. I heard them talking about that too, invul and invuln. So we got the ghouls again. They're being pulled. So this is kind of him saying, you know, if you're coming at me, I'm going to have everything here. Level 4 Lich. You could either get Frost Armor or... I'll stop talking because that was an amazing stomp. Curse is already going. TC stomps on the Banshees. I think he's going to start I thought he was going to aim the Banshees with how he stomped on him, but he's not so much. And now we have the Kodo working for the other side. But that DK is getting very low. Okay. Last game he had Death Pack. This game he went level 2 Aura. So the DK had to back out. No more gold. No more mining up here. He does have the mine going down here. He has not moved over his acolytes yet. And we got 59 food to 43. So obviously, once again, this came out in favor of the Orc, and he knows he's got to move his ass down here, or else it's going to be an Expo versus no Expo. That's like nice, you know, stomping all these and killing them, but at the same time, it sucks that you just use his mana when he's 43 food to 54. He doesn't have mana just yet for another stomp. He will soon. And now you get the hero nuke. Because there's really not much left. And there's the stomp. That was a great stomp. If he wins, it's going to be because of Dota. But no. I think that's going to be a dead BM. Dead BM. The TC will come back, but it's going to have no mana. And now he's falling apart. So this game is... Sorry. That's a spam call. I never have my phone next to me when I'm trying to do this, but I've started recently doing that just for the chat because I don't have a second monitor. And I keep forgetting to put it on silent. So this game is basically over. Yeah, there's still acolytes alive. Not many. He's got to rebuild them. Do that stomp earlier. His only real chance is to kill this DK. The problem is, he needs his BM to do that. And I think he's going for the rebuy. The problem is, he doesn't have the gold for it. I think it's like 700 gold at whatever level. It was like level 4, so he's going to probably sell... Probably the medallion, yeah. He did get level 5 on his BM, so... I mean, there's only one Banshee left at the moment. He will obviously be getting more soon. But if he can avoid the curse and, like, kill the DK, which he's now not because there's an invul pot on it with frost armor. But that was, I think, the idea. The Orc is completely dry mana-wise. All he's got is one stomp. He does not have any heal. He has one invul pot. He has no gold. He's mining with 2. That is going to take forever to get anything. So this one is looking more and more over. And I don't blame Niklaus. I mean, the only way he can lose this is by doing something stupid. And like, move command into his army and never attack. He has the Expo, so he's not the one on the clock right now. Phoenix is. But Phoenix can't do anything when he has no mana, and he knows it. So that's why you saw him waiting for the clarities. Pop the clarities. Alright, so we got a 28 food Orc versus a 50 food Undead. I wonder what's going to happen. Spoiler, if the Orc wins, it's actually a replay and you don't know it. That was a nice stomp. But all these misses, it makes me so happy. Kinda. These are great stomps, but I just don't think Niklaus cares. Level 4, you can go for, you know, maximum cleave, I guess. He does have a mana pot as well. So there comes the nuke. Yep. Alright, so that was a nice... Those are two good games. Phoenix definitely didn't play bad. Niklaus just had a game plan. He seems to know how to play versus Orc, and he was able to take the 2-0.